Stop looking at the stock chart for a second. Look at your phone. It's Friday night. You swipe right, dopamine. You swipe left, anxiety. You think you're looking for a soulmate, but mechanically, you are playing a slot machine. And just like Vegas, the house is designed to keep you at the table, not to let you win and leave. The house is Match Group. And right now, the casino is in trouble.
Most amateur investors think Match is just one app. Wrong. They are the Standard Oil of loneliness. Tinder, Hinge, OkCupid, Match.com, The League. If you're single in the Western world and you own a smartphone, you're likely in their ecosystem. They own the pipeline. For a decade, this was the perfect business. Network effects on steroids. The more people on the app, the better the product. But that old game is breaking.
Here's the fundamental flaw in the business model that nobody talks about in the quarterly earnings calls. Success equals churn. If the product actually works, if you find a partner, you delete the app, you stop paying. Match Group is the only SaaS company in the world that actively punishes itself for doing a good job. So what's the strategy? They have to keep you single but hopeful. It's a delicate balance, and they are losing it. I want you to meet David. He's our persona for today. 28 years old, junior developer, lives in Austin. David is tired. He's suffering from dating app burnout. He's been on Tinder for 5 years. He's seen the same faces, the novelty is gone, the gamification that used to feel fun now feels like a second job. And this is where the stock valuation begins to crumble, because David is closing his wallet. For years, Match Group was a growth story. New users, new users, new users. But look at the numbers. The user base is plateauing. Gen Z isn't swiping like millennials did. They find Tinder cringe. They prefer organic meetups or Discord communities. So if Match can't grow the number of users, how do they keep the stock price up? They have to squeeze the existing users harder. Welcome to the extraction phase. Back to David. He sees a profile he really likes. He wants to send a super like or a rose. Pap up, $3.99 per interaction, or subscribe for $30 a month. Match has aggressively moved features that used to be free behind a paywall. In the short term, this boosts revenue per user. The financials look great for a quarter. But in the long term, it degrades the user experience. It feels predatory. This is the product determines price philosophy in action. When you degrade the free tier to force upgrades, you ruin the ecosystem. If the free users leave because the app is useless, the paid users have nobody to talk to. The liquidity dries up. We're seeing this with Tinder. The brand is damaged. It's associated with hookups and bots, not relationships. And once a social network loses its cool, it rarely gets it back. However, the bulls will scream, "But Hinge!" And they have a point. Hinge is the jewel in the crown right now. Its slogan is designed to be deleted. It captures the users fleeing Tinder. David deleted Tinder, but he installed Hinge. Match Group is cannibalizing itself effectively. As long as David stays in the family, the shareholders are happy. Hinge is growing revenue rapidly, proving that people will pay for quality. But here is the billion-dollar math problem. Only about 15% of users ever pay. That number has been stubborn for years. Match has failed to unlock the other 85%. They're entirely dependent on whales, lonely men willing to spend hundreds a month. This isn't a mass market subscription like Netflix. It's a freemium game where a small minority subsidizes the free riders. That is a risky foundation for a tech multiple. Let's talk competition. Bumble. They change the mechanics. Women make the first move. It's a better brand safety play. But honestly, Bumble has the same problem Match does. The fatigue is industry-wide. The threat isn't another app. The threat is apathy. The threat is David deciding he'd rather play video games or join a run club than swipe on a Sunday night. The competitor is real life. So why would anyone buy this stock? Cash flow. Despite David's misery, Match Group prints money. Their margins are insane. Software is cheap to run. They don't have factories or inventory. They just have servers and code. They are generating hundreds of millions in free cash flow. In a high-interest rate world, cash is king. The valuation has compressed so much that it's starting to look like a value stock, not a tech stock.
This cash flow attracted the sharks. Elliott Management, Starboard, the activists are swarming. They smell blood. They are forcing Match to cut costs, stop the expensive moonshot projects like the metaverse disaster, and focus on one thing: buybacks. They want Match to buy its own stock to artificially boost the EPS. It's financial engineering, not product innovation. But for a short-term trade, it often works.
Management's answer to the growth problem? AI, of course. They're pitching AI dating concierges. Imagine an AI that finds matches for you, schedules the date, and even suggests opening lines. Sounds cool, right? Or dystopian. If AI solves the problem too efficiently, users match, marry, and leave. Again, the paradox. If the AI works, the LTV of the customer drops. They need AI to be just helpful enough to keep you paying.
Let's check David's price sensitivity. Netflix raised prices, he complained but kept it. Tinder raises prices, David cancels. Dating apps are discretionary spend. In a recession or even a vibe session, premium dating features are the first thing to go. Match claims they have pricing power, but I don't buy it. You need the app to get the date, but you don't need the premium app to get the date. The free utility is too high. Look at the chart. From the 2021 highs to now, the stock has been decimated. The COVID premium is gone, the tech bubble is gone. We are now at the structural reset. The market is pricing Match as a low-growth utility company, like a cigarette company. High cash flow, addicted users, but shrinking volume. If you buy here, you aren't betting on growth, you're betting on the floor not falling out. Is it a value trap? A value trap is a stock that looks cheap, but gets cheaper because the business is fundamentally dying. My take? It's borderline. The network effect is the only thing saving them. It is incredibly hard to launch a new dating app today. The barrier to entry is high because nobody wants to join an empty dance floor. Match owns the dance floor. That safety offers a floor to the stock price. But the cultural wind has shifted. We are seeing a return to third places, run clubs, pottery classes, social lounges. People are craving physical connection without the digital intermediary. The app fatigue is a real sociological trend. If this accelerates, Match's user base doesn't just plateau, it shrinks. And in a network effect business, a shrinking network loses value exponentially, not linearly. So, does David delete the account? Probably not today. He's lonely. The hope mechanism is powerful. And that's the bull case. Loneliness is a powerful motivator. As long as humans seek connection, Match has a toll booth on the highway. They might not be growing like a startup, but they're taxing the most fundamental human drive. That's worth something. But is it worth your capital? Here's the summary. 1. The monopoly is real, but the moat is leaking. 2. The user experience is broken, and extracting more money from frustrated users is a finite strategy. 3. The cash flow is massive, making it a potential buyback monster, but not a growth compounder. This isn't a tech stock anymore. It's a sin stock. Treat it like big tobacco. I want to hear from you. Are you a shareholder or are you David? Have you deleted the apps? Do you think the dating app era is over or just taking a breath? Let me know in the comments. I love going behind the numbers to understand a company's products and business. And if you want to join me on this journey, hit subscribe. Let's find the winners together.